First things first, I'm very happy that India has once again invited Bangladesh. Sadly, it's it's a team that doesn't get too many invitations. Just looking up some of the old tours, haven't been to England since 2010 to play test matches. And Australia have invited them once back in 2003, and they played in the off-season in Darwin and Cairns. So very happy to see that India is fulfilling that responsibility, getting Bangladesh to play test matches in India. Having said that, though, a series against Bangladesh does not normally set the pulse racing, doesn't get all the cricket lovers all excited waiting for it. And there's a reason for that. Let's be honest. In the past, when Bangladesh have come to India, they haven't really competed. They've played 13 tests against India. There have been a couple of draws because of the rain. They've lost 11. They came very close to winning once, but I just didn't see that fight, that desire to close out the game. And then when I saw them last in 2019-20, including in that day-night test match in Kolkata, I just didn't see the desire to compete. I didn't see them getting out and say, yes, we know we are underdogs. Yes, we haven't played with this pink ball, but we stand up there and we fight. I didn't see that. So why am I interested in Bangladesh coming to India this time? Because I genuinely believe this is the best test team I have seen from there for a very, very long time. There's a reason I say that. Number one, they've got pace. Nahid Rana is one of the most exciting bowlers to have emerged out of Bangladesh recent times. Every time you see genuine pace, there's something about it. You go, wow. And we saw him getting a lot of good Pakistan batsmen hopping. Hassan Mahmood picked up wickets there. And this is another opportunity. Who knows? I wish not, but maybe a last opportunity for Taskin Ahmed to come here and show everyone why so many of us rated him high, where that genuine pace is gone. But they've got 3 genuine quicks. But the reason I rate them even higher is because if you look at that top 8, they've got 2 people who can keep wickets there, both of whom good enough to bat purely as batters in this lineup, and 2 accomplished spin bowling all-rounders. Shakib Al Hasan, of course, and increasingly every time you see him, he looks better. I'm talking about Mahdi Hassan Miraj. And I get the feeling watching them that both Liton Das and Mahdi Hassan Miraj are ready now to step into much bigger boots. I don't know how much longer Shakib is going to play. I get the feeling he's far, far, far closer to the end than he was at the start. I think he's coming to the end. So I would suspect is Mushfiqur Rahim, though he's batting as well as ever. He's a spunky player. But should the 2 of them move on, I think in Liton and Mahdi, they have the right replacements. And if you look at 5, 6, 7, 8, Mushfiqur Rahim, Shakib Al Hasan, Liton Das, and Mahdi Hassan Miraj, they're all batting 1 number below where they can. And that's a general test you do when you look at a batting lineup. Are players batting higher than they should? Are players batting lower than they can? And in this Bangladesh lineup, they're all batting lower than they can, which is a very good indicator of batting depth and batting strength. But they need more runs from the top 4, especially from 2 players who've been good test match players for them in the past. The captain, Najmul Hasan Shanto, good player, but a little short of runs at the moment. And Mominul Haq, who held up their batting for such a long time in test match cricket. So Shanto and Mominul Haq at 3 and 4 need to give them runs, and somehow they've got to find the openers to give them runs. We saw a spunky opening partnership when they played against Pakistan in a slightly tricky run chase. Very impressed with seeing Zakir Hassan bat that day. But Shadman Islam, they need a little bit more. I was looking forward to seeing Mahmudul Hassan Joy, but he's been injured for a while, just haven't seen enough. But unless the top 4 can give them runs, it always puts pressure on 5 to 8. And that will be the big test for Bangladesh, especially because I don't think they will get the kind of pitches that they're used to getting in Bangladesh. India will not give them square turners, because that will mean that the difference between the 2 sides gets minimized. You have Shakib, you have Taijul Islam, you have Mahdi Hassan, 3 good quality finger spinners. India's not going to take the chance, especially after what happened in the test match in Bangladesh. So don't be surprised if there is a baptism by fire and pace, if India unleash Bumrah and Siraj, maybe Akashdeep, who's got that extra pace, maybe the left-hander in Yash Dayal, but there will be a lot of pace coming Bangladesh's way. And that will be their test. Can they stand up to pace, to bounce, to movement, to high quality pace, bounce and movement that India will throw at them? And if they can survive that, then Ashwin, Jadeja, I don't know if Kuldeep will get a game right up front. This is a very high quality bowling lineup they're up against. So India start favorites. I'd go so far as to say India start overwhelming favorites, but I'd like to see a little bit of fight from Bangladesh. As I said, I haven't seen that in the past. And if they can provide that fight, it'll make for a good two-test series.
So thank you for watching and do subscribe to this channel.